Very few women will look you in the face and tell you your style is off, but that doesn't mean they don't notice your fashion flaws. Some might ask if you forgot to look at the mirror before leaving home, but will never point out exactly what your flaw is. Sometimes they can't tell what exactly is wrong. Other times they are trying to be polite, but that doesn't stop them from judging. Well, we know what these style mistakes are and how you can correct them. So, in this video, I am bringing to your notice 13 style mistakes guys over 40 make that repel women. Number 4 has an age bracket all around it. 1. Baggy faded jeans. I get it. You are 40 and over, and comfort isn't something you want to negotiate. So you think the best way to feel comfortable when trying to look casual is wearing baggy jeans. Well, no one really has a right now to tell you how to dress, unless they are your spouse, but wearing baggy faded jeans will make people see you as a man that just doesn't care about anything. You probably don't care about fashion, but if you show up wearing faded loose jeans, women can only wonder what else you should care about that you don't. You see, baggy faded jeans on their own scream, "I haven't updated my closet in forever." But that's not all. They look even worse when worn with good shoes and nice jackets. The idea might be to elevate your style. Sadly, the contrast between your jeans and whatever you have on can tone down your appearance even more. So, what should you do? Instead of baggy jeans, you might want to go for straight, dark wash jeans. They are comfortable and stylish and don't cling to your body in ways that make you uncomfortable. That's not all. They pair well with a broad range of tops and are proof that you aren't a careless person. If your jeans are so big they make you bulky, you just shouldn't be wearing them. Baggy jeans can be terrible, but this next fashion item is an absolute turn-off. 2. Shiny synthetic polos. There is no universal law as to what age range of men are allowed to wear shiny synthetic polos, but most women consider them a fashion turn-off. We know that wearing polos is an easy way to stay comfortable when stepping out, but something as simple as this can be done wrongly. I know this is surprising, but you can get everything wrong with style if you put on shiny synthetic. Of course, no one will scold you for wearing one, but do you really want to wear a polo that sticks to your body in places you want to keep hidden, especially after age 49? You certainly don't want this. Well, beyond the fact that they expose your torso's physical flaws, they look cheap and even a little too corporate. So, if you are wearing one because you want to look casual, in the eyes of the average lady, you are committing a fashion blunder. It gets more interesting. Synthetic polos give off a lot of light, making it look like you are sweating. And you know not many ladies will want to hang around a man 40 and above that appears to be sweating. Instead of wearing shiny synthetic polos, you should go for polos made from cotton. They enhance your physical form and look both casual and luxurious. They will simply give you the appearance of an effortlessly stylish man. 3. Bucky running shoes. As several men approach age 40, they simply go for comfort when dressing and might want to stick to bulky running shoes when looking casual. Well, there is really nothing wrong with running shoes. However, they were designed for running, and that's about it. They are absolutely functional and have almost no aesthetic appeal. This means you can trust them to drag down your appearance instead of lifting it up. When looking to wear comfortable shoes, you can stick to minimalist sneakers. They are both stylish and comfortable. Additionally, they pair with chinos, jeans, tailored shirts, and even dress trousers. Unlike running shoes, this next item is fashionable. Sadly, it appears age-specific. 4. Deep V-neck t-shirt. On the surface, deep V-neck t-shirts look like a very fashionable piece of clothing, but wearing one can be a major fashion mistake for men 40 and above. You see, if you always wore one when you were younger and got a lot of compliments, you need to know that your body in your 40s isn't the same as it looked in your 20s and early 30s. You see, these t-shirts were designed to expose the chest, and this makes them just good for young men with perfect skin and muscles. You see, as we age, the skin loses its elasticity, and areas around the chest and neck are mostly affected. So, it just makes complete sense that they are covered in public. Well, some men still have great skin at 40, but regardless of how good your skin might be, putting on a deep V-neck t-shirt at a certain age can be seen as trying too hard to look young. Instead of deep V-necks, try putting on crew necks when you want to look casual, and if you must wear V-necks, then a high V-neck won't be a bad idea. That's not all. A short-sleeve Henley shirt can also come in handy. 5. Cargo shorts with huge pockets. Back in the day, cargo shorts looked fashionable, but times have changed. And if you still wear one, then just maybe you are behind the times by over a decade. Right now, they look necessarily bulky and are only great for men that need something comfortable and functional when camping or when deep at work. That's not all. They make you look bulky, especially when their pockets are full, and women really hate how they make most men look. Other than these reasons, as a man 40 and above, you really have no business wearing cargo shorts. If you must wear shorts and want to feel comfortable while at this, you can put on tailored chino shorts. Beyond being comfortable, they are stylish, make you look tall, and scream intentionality. Wearing tailored chino shorts is great, but this next mistake can easily ruin your look, regardless of how great your shorts look. 6. Buttoning the bottom button. Going by logic, when wearing a jacket, waistcoat, or cardigan, you are supposed to fasten all the buttons they come with. Interestingly, what seems logical in this sense isn't consistent with the rules of fashion. When wearing a suit, jacket, or cardigan, you are supposed to leave the last button unfastened. This might be difficult to understand, but things have been this way since the days of King Edward VII, a man who had to leave his last buttons unfastened because he couldn't fit into his clothes. Well, it became a norm, and even women that have no idea how this rule came about will be put off by a man 40 and above that has his last jacket button fastened. The only exception to this rule is when your jacket has just one button. 7. Branded shirts. Shirts are printed for various reasons, but as a man 40 and over, if you must wear a branded shirt, it has to be because you have no choice, and the branding has to be minimal. Anything other than this is an absolute no. Excessively branded shirts make you look juvenile. Of course, it's good to look young, but there is a difference between looking young and childish. You surely don't want the latter. You see, young men can chase an identity by wearing labels, but older men are expected to have their own identity. So, if you don't want women treating you like you have no identity, avoid overly branded shirts. Instead of clothing items with unnecessary branding, go for premium quality. And if you have to wear something with a logo, it has to be really small. This next mistake is almost like wearing a huge billboard on your chest. 8. Graphic tees. You probably got lots of compliments when you wore graphic tees as a young man, and for some reason, you still feel it's great wearing one and think these tees help you show personality. Well, maybe when you were younger, yes, but as a man in his 40s or 50s, women don't appreciate you wearing graphic tees. There are lots of ways to show personality, and wearing graphic tees surely isn't one. With graphic tees, women will consider you an awkward man that does not take style seriously. Well, not every woman is big on style, so you might still get the attention you need. However, no woman that loves her man being stylish will give any real attention to a man in his 40s that enjoys wearing graphic tees. It's crazy how your shirt is the first thing people notice from a distance, and if you don't get it right, it can ruin your entire outfit. Trust me, no woman really wants to walk with a man that has converted his chest to a billboard for jokes. Instead of graphic tees, wear crew necks and sometimes Henleys. 9. Cheap leather jackets. It's common knowledge that wearing a leather jacket is an easy way to elevate your appearance. You really don't need to be a fashion icon to enjoy the coolness and timelessness that this jacket offers. Nonetheless, if you aren't careful, you can get it all wrong. You see, leather jackets aren't exactly cheap, so some men opt for those made from cheap materials. Well, it might seem like getting the value a leather jacket offers without spending, but if your leather jacket looks like rubber and folds in all the wrong places, women will consider you a man that is unwilling to spend on making himself look good. This is definitely a turn-off. If you want to enjoy the quality that jackets provide, get those made from the right materials. Beyond the materials, the right fitting is important. Your jacket should taper slightly at the waist and hug your shoulders also. 10. Multi-zip utility pants. There are pants you should wear when faced with a physical task and pants designed for going out. Well, when you have pants on that make you look like a handyman that is prepared to work, then you might need to alter your wardrobe. Some men think wearing pants with multiple zippers is cool, but ladies actually see men that dress this way as clowns or children looking to replicate their favorite sci-fi character. Now, it's okay to wear these pants if you are hiking or doing something similar. However, if you are just going about your everyday business, then you definitely need something different. You see, women might not exactly be able to tell you what is wrong with your outfit, but they can easily tell when it is off and might not want to hang out with you. Instead of utility pants, try wearing chinos and denim pants. 11. Wrinkle collars. Not many men think much about their collars, but beyond your clothes just fitting fine, your collar should look great too. The reason for this is that your collar is the closest part of your cloth to your face, and it goes a long way in framing your face. If you get it right, then you can look great, but if done wrongly, you will ultimately look unkempt. 12. Outdated glass frames. You might not consider medicated glasses a part of your dressing, and this is quite easy to understand. However, regardless of why you have glasses on, you must note that they are an accessory, and if you wear the wrong one, you will be ruining your look. This is easy to understand, but what some men fail to know is that glass frames that worked for them in the past might not always look great. These frames might be outdated, or your face might have changed. Well, it doesn't matter why your frames don't look great. You should update them to something minimal and sleek. This will get the ladies' attention in ways you never expected. 13. The wrong haircut. Several men try to follow the trend when getting a haircut. This probably works for young men, but as you approach your 40s, you should find a hairstyle that suits your appearance. If you fail to do this, you might pass off as a man that doesn't care about his appearance, and this will put off lots of women. Thanks for watching. Keep refining your style. And remember, confidence never goes out of fashion.